Sacramento, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinals. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the BYU Cougars, taking on last year's national champion, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Stanford's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. So BYU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's small. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside line.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got to look for the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll try it over the left side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
After the run, now to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. On the run, it's Gomez. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Stanford looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Working that left side. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. First and 10 for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find possibilities.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the missed connection on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Going to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gomez. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Makes one man miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent...
Throws for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Pucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing.
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Touchdown, Cardinal! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. And this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better...
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got...
Going for it all. He's got it at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. And the extra point makes it 14-3.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Going right to work up top. Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Briggs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's small. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver to create enough separation to create a positive gain.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Darnold. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They try to pop a run on the draw. Crosses the 30. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Gomez. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Darnold. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
Touchdown, BYU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Caught close to the marker, it's Ferguson. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ferguson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Darnold. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's small. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just park him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Creates a little space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That brings them to within 1.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up of 3.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of...
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. It's caught. Still running at the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Together, offense. Keep it together.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this.
Taking it the other way. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give to the back. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've got some room, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's small. And the defense drags him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the catch. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. BYU lines up quickly. Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's small. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Grabs behind the line. It's Darnold. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it and still on his feet. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Here's the pressure. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's what